Rwanda wants a united generation responsible for their dignity, the dignity of the country, and a generation who refer to the history of the past in order to shape their own better future and even for the future generations to follow. This was announced by young trainees at Peace Education Initiative Rwanda, which is a non-governmental organization engaged and dedicated in preventing genocide and mass atrocities through education. Albert Rutikanga, the founder and executive director, said the organization is focused on teaching human rights, peace, education, and genocide studies with a great emphasis on Holocaust and 1994 genocide against Tutsi to build a tolerant society with the hope of a better future without hatred. Speaking to TopAfricaNews.com on Tuesday, Rutikanga explained how the organization's approach will help the post-genocide generation seen as the foundation of the society's better future.
My name is Albert Rutikanga. I'm a founder and executive director of Peace Education Initiative Rwanda. Peace Education Initiative Rwanda is a non-government organization which is more engaged in preventing genocide and mass atrocities, with more focus on the Holocaust, genocide against Tutsis, and that genocide took place elsewhere in the world. And we prevent human rights as well. We meet here where actually we are in this period of commemoration of genocide and perpetrated against the Tutsis, where Peace Education Initiative Rwanda, in collaboration together with a member, we give dignity of victims of Holocaust and genocide against Tutsi and other victims of genocide. Here, actually, we read the name of the victims, and after reading the names, we give the values, and then we write a statement of those victims, and then we listen testimonials from genocide survivors, where they try to explain us and to explain post-genocide young generation how the genocide took place in Rwanda and how they suffered tremendously during that kind of April 94, where Tutsis were hunted by militias and with Interahamwe and genocide regime.
By names of Umutoni Wasekeza Brenda. I come from Pade.
How old are you?
I'm 19 years old. So here we came in Peace Education Initiative Rwanda. We learned about all the genocides that happened, and we were part of the people who read the names of the ones who died, who lost their lives to those kind of genocides, including the Rwandan, the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda, and then there was also the Cambodian genocide and the Holocaust and the East Timor genocide and all the other wars that happened, and there were a lot of lives that were lost, and all of them, none of them had done anything wrong. They lost their lives because of what they believed in, because of how they looked like, just because they thought they were different from them. That made them to kill them.
Yeah, so thank you. I go by the names of Motoni Iris Senorita, and I'm a member of Peace Education Institute Rwanda Initiative. We have come here to see about the genocide that happened in Rwanda, called the genocide of Tutsi against Tutsi in Rwanda, and the Holocaust. And we have seen the survivors of genocide. They came with a testimony about what happened in Rwanda. That's it.
We saw that you have written pages or what you remember on papers. What was you?
Yeah, so the things that were in the paper was two questions actually. The first one stated the reasons why we remember. I personally, the reason why I remember is to never forget what happened here in Rwanda, so as to prevent the genocide to never happen in Rwanda again. And the reason why we remember is to give back the dignity to those who lost their lives during the genocide of Rwanda, against Tutsi in 1994. And the other reason is to give back the international image that Rwanda lost 25 years ago.
Thank you. My name is Kevin Rugamba. I'm a student in Apad School and I'm 19 years old. And we have already saw the stages of the genocide, how it's been prepared, especially in Rwanda. And we have got the testimony from the different person who have get the causes about the genocide of Rwanda.
So, Rwanda has passed through a tragic history.
Yes.
And you are the young people, you are among the young generation.
Yes.
What is the consequence?
The consequences has interrupted. It was the ignorance of the first person from Rwanda. So I think for myself, I think that the ignorance has made them to think about what they want, what they wasn't have to do. Yeah.
Young people.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
Yeah. There are some young people who have done, who have participated in the genocide.
Yes.
What have you learned, and what will never be the same again, according to you?
We need to be getting in the clubs in order to learn how our country was before the genocide, and learn the history from our fellow brothers, sisters, and our fellow families, and how there was. And we need to also learn the history of the genocide, where it has come from, where the preparation has come from, and how to control it. And we need to know what to do as a future generation in order to be getting our good Rwanda, to be getting in the world of joy.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Amzan Yendahiman. I'm 19 years old. I study there at South Kamonyi, the school called Dondodie. Yeah.
What do you know about the genocide against Tutsi?
Well, I know about genocide against Tutsi. Firstly, as we know, the genocide, the meaning of the genocide, it is an act of the killing of innocent people based on their licensed skin. When they're dealing with the genocide against the Tutsi, there were the one side, a group of people were killed, which we call the Tutsi. And what I know, it's about over 1 million of Tutsi lost their life in 1994. That's all I know.
Yeah, I saw that you're contributing ideas today.
Yeah.
You talked about genocide, and you tried to explain to others. Where have you learned that?
Thank you very much. Where I have learned about the genocide, all about genocide, the stages of the genocide, the prevention of it, and even the other kind of the genocide that happened around the world. This is from Peace Education Initiative Rwanda, where they give us all the training, how the genocide is, how they prepared, and so on. Yeah.
What have you written on that paper?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I written because the question was asked us about why do we remember. So what I written in the paper, where that as a youth today, we must remember as the strong power of the country in order to improve our future by saying never happen again. And the second one I read, and we must remember to give the respect, dignity to those who lost their life in 1994 against Tutsi.
Message to your colleagues. What is your message today?
Yeah, my message today I can give all people who are following me right now, but especially youth. I can give you that let's learn the future, let's learn first in order to increase our future. Of course, if you want to build the foundation, to improve or to build the high breathings, you must firstly focus on its foundation. So let's learn what happened in our country as the result of increasing the human's life in the future. Is what I think I can give all I want from you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The Rwanda that I want is a Rwanda where everyone knows that they are Rwandese, where everybody knows that we are related, that we are all one, and a Rwanda where everyone who's anyone, from the youth to the old, even to the younger, that they all bring their forces together so that we can build a better future even for the generations to come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We must acknowledge the role of our young people as the new drivers of our transformation. It is our duty to pass on to them, the young people, a better Rwanda and Africa than we inherited.
We remember Sarik Zelikman in the Holocaust genocide,
Kuzik Abidjo Boswanian genocide,
Tamer Trefi in the Syrian war,
Jos Rui Acosta in Argentine Dirty War,
Ruben Gasparian in the Armenian war genocide,
Alexander Vizer in the Holocaust,
S.K. Sen in the Bangladesh genocide,
Gasangwa Frederic in genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda,
Kafes Tusunyan in the Armenian genocide,
Abdel Rahim in Darfur genocide,
Karapet Aydinian in the Armenian genocide,
Atikur Rahman in Bangladesh genocide,
Tatevo Avakian in the Armenian genocide,
Abanbo Ayag in South Sudan civil war,
Mariano Silva in the East Timor genocide,
Hannah Lebovitz in the Holocaust,
Mila Grossman in the Holocaust,
Bujangwe Prudence in genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda,
Elba Eva Acuna in the Argentine Dirty War,
Linda Sousa in East Timor genocide,
Bujangwe Kamanzi in the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda,
Leopoldino Amaral in East Timor genocide,
Ruben Hajatian in the Armenian genocide,
Suleiman Khan in Bangladesh genocide,
Manuel Cabral in the East Timor genocide,
Ajif Sarah Bibi in Cambodian genocide,
Anton Zatikian in the Armenian genocide,
Zakaria Karaz in Syrian war,
Harnan Abriata in the Armenian genocide,
Hagop Zaturian in Armenian genocide,
Ilana Abai in the Holocaust,
Tamara Rumkina in the Holocaust,
Gurdik Ahmo in the Bosnian genocide,
Abdallah Ali in Darfur genocide,
Mahait Iron in the Sand Creek massacre of the Native Americans,
Mihir Kumar Sen in Bangladesh genocide,
Bol Katiam Jal in the South Sudan civil war,
Gassana Gerard in genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda,
Zikrul Haq in the Bangladesh genocide,
Ahmad Issa Nahar in Darfur genocide,
Galost Bethlehemian in the Armenian genocide,
Yosef Keman in the Holocaust,
Yosef Bahar in the Holocaust,
Cheng Yuk Chu in Cambodian genocide,
Angela Susana Aguad in the Argentine Dirty War,
Gassana Alphonse in genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda,
Mark Owa Big Shell in the Sand Creek massacre of the Native Americans,
Buzik Miharis in Bosnian genocide,
Azek Abo Nabut in the Syrian war,
Giulio Agnelli in Argentine Dirty War,
Bill Maher in the South Sudan Civil War,
Standing Cock in the Sand Creek massacre of Native Americans,
Gassana Paul in the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda,
Aban Daniel Kir in South Sudan Civil War,
Joseph Opnik in the Holocaust,
Standing Water in the Sand Creek massacre of Native Americans,
Komsev Va in Shriveled Leg in the Sand Creek massacre of the Native Americans,
Aban Denkutik in South Sudan Civil War,
Louis Paulo in the East Timor genocide,
Ali Kermin in Kosovo War,
Ahmad Suleiman in the Darfur genocide,
Hector Abrales in Argentine Dirty War,
Gakuba Claire in the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda,
Abdallah Issa in Darfur genocide,
Moche Azus in the Holocaust,
Mariam Haroun in Darfur genocide,
Rafat Ahmad Krat in the Syrian war,
Ayen Makekur in South Sudan Civil War,
Julio Cesar Acuna in the Argentine Dirty War,
Copepa, Straw Coffee in Sand Creek Massacre of Native Americans.
Gusik Mersad in the Bosnian Genocide.
Maria Tavares in East Timor Genocide.
Gusik Nazif in the Bosnian Genocide.
Gurdik Bego in Bosnian Genocide.
Leonid Arnolson in the Holocaust.
Mutaz Naji Fala in Syrian War.
Gurdik Admir in the Bosnian Genocide.
Miguel Roberto in East Timor Genocide.
Gasangwa Victoire in the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Abdallah Ahmed Ibrahim in Darfur Genocide.
Gimena Apunya in the Argentine Dirty War.
Selina Aketer in Bangladesh Genocide.
Manuel Mesquita in the East Timor Genocide.
Leg Kauf in Sand Creek Massacre of Native Americans.
Ismail Adris in the Argentine Dirty War.
Ayen Malu Akal in South Sudan Civil War.
Karapet Kirakosinia in the Armenian Genocide.
Abakar Adam Omar in Darfur Genocide.
Rami Hassan al-Harir in the Syrian War.
Gurdik Mojo in Bosnian Genocide.
Nazem Maharesh in the Syrian War.
Chain Sengnon in Cambodian Genocide.
Hovhannes Tumayan in the Armenian Genocide.
Mario Silva in East Timor Genocide.
Bol Aku in the South Sudan Civil War.
Gurdik Sadiq in Bosnian Genocide.
Shamsul Haq in the Bangladesh Genocide.
Rising Sun in Sand Creek Massacre of Native Americans.
Wufang Achtig in the Argentine Dirty War.
Ben Din in Cambodian Genocide.
Ajim Zeka in the Kosovo War.
Lito Kalsona in East Timor Genocide.
Booth Fat in the Cambodian Genocide.
Agran Barish in Kosovo War.
Fatuma Idris in the Darfur Genocide.
Isov Kasha in the Holocaust.
Abiar Deng in the South Sudan Civil War.
Ali Musli in the Kosovo War.
Humayun Kabir in the Bangladesh Genocide.
Agron Gashi in the Kosovo War.
Beatang in the Sand Creek Massacre of Native Americans.
Bol Akolium in South Sudan Civil War.
Mario Victor in the East Timor Genocide.
Mansour Ali in Bangladesh Genocide.
Agron Ahmed in the Kosovo War.
Hashimor Hazra in the Bangladesh Genocide.
Osama al-Hig in the Syrian War.
Leandro Isaac in East Timor Genocide.
Kokayu Soni Featherhead in the Sand Creek Massacre of the Native Americans.
Ali Mustavash in the Kosovo War.
Gakuba Oswald in the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Kamal Yahya in the Syrian War.
Idris Suleiman in the Darfur Genocide.
Agnes Shala in the Kosovo War.
Mutale Gilbert in the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Wolf Gray in the Sand Creek Massacre of Native Americans.
Gusik Ibro in the Bosnian Genocide. Your names will never be forgotten.
Your names will never be forgotten.
Together we remember.
Together we remember.
Zalman Dodin, the Holocaust.
Blacktail Eagle Sand Creek Massacre of Native Americans.
Nectar Turkmenia, Armenian Genocide.
Gurdich Hazim, Bosnian Genocide.
Louis Alves, East Timor Genocide.
Ari Marnika, Kosovo War.
Kaiser Yudin, Bangladesh Genocide.
Nestor Albino Acosto, Argentina Dirty War.
Nafisa Adam, Darfur Genocide.
Of Hannes, Argentina, Armenia Genocide.
Louis Silveria, East Timor Genocide.
Fuzipini, Bangladesh Genocide.
Manuel Marquez, East Timor Genocide.
Hannes, Subania, Armenia Genocide.
Abukar Issa, Darfur Genocide.
Char Ruang, Cambodian Genocide.
Matthew East, Redford, Santorini, Massacre of Native Americans.
Gassana François, Genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Abdul Jabbar, Bangladesh Genocide.
Gurdich Ahimo, Bosnian Genocide.
Marta Graciela Acuña, Argentina Dirty War.
Bor awaits a well, South Sudan Civil War.
Gurdik Sadiq, Bosnian Genocide.
Giragos Tachigian, Armenian genocide.
Jorge Oscar Abdul, Argentina Dirty War.
Satrek Hagopinian, Armenian genocide.
Anton Zatikian, Armenian genocide.
Manuel Sarmiento, East Timorese genocide.
Big Man, Sand Creek Massacre of Native Americans.
Manuel Gipta, East Timor genocide.
Ali Kadriou, Kosovo War.
Chi Pian Mon, Cambodian genocide.
Muhammad Ghazal, Syrian War.
Chi Yon, Cambodian genocide.
Agim Selmani, Kosovo War.
Khadija Abdurahi, Darfur genocide.
Gakuba Elias, genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Hugo Jose Augusto.
Gurdik Enes, Syrian War.
Havohones Ataranian, Armenia genocide.
Mavokamist, White Beaver, Sand Creek Massacre of Native Americans.
Merajimovic, the Holocaust.
Adam Mohammed, Darfur genocide.
Gassana Hillary, genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Anop, Cambodian genocide.
Hovhannes Togatarian, Armenian genocide.
Louis Moreira, East Timor genocide.
Gakuwa Susan, genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Ali Musa, Kosovo War.
Omar Awajan, Syrian War.
Gurdik Mesud, Bosnian genocide.
Adriana Ines Acosta, Argentina Dirty War.
Juan Krug, the Holocaust.
Gurdic Mesudin, Bosnian genocide.
David Dorbo, South Sudan civil war.
Gurdic Juniz, Bosnian genocide.
Hemchandra Basak, Bangladesh genocide.
Chihim Sang Nang, Cambodian genocide.
Bol Banang, South Sudan civil war.
Abraham Gordlozen, the Holocaust.
Kam Makt, Stick, Sand Creek Massacre of Native Americans.
Ari Jaha, Kosovo War.
Abakar Adun, Darfur genocide.
Anir Kumar Sinha, Bangladesh genocide.
Adal Kuol, South Sudan civil war.
Ahmad Tamim, Syrian war.
Gurdik Asim, Bosnian genocide.
Chan Sam, Cambodian genocide.
Big Smoke, Sand Creek Massacre of Native Americans.
Am Vong, Cambodian genocide.
Kaltuma Sabu, Darfur genocide.
Guram Mustafa, Bangladesh genocide.
Olga Teresa Aguero, Argentina Dirty War.
Aban Jatid Kaur, South Sudan civil war.
Naren Gose, Bangladesh genocide.
Levon Konjiakin, Armenia genocide.
Philip Worms, the Holocaust.
Aban Ador, South Sudan civil war.
Ali Macaulay, Kosovo war.
Ajim Ramadan, Kosovo war.
Benjamin Skor, the Holocaust.
Abakar Yusuf, Darfur genocide.
Agona Bala, Kosovo war.
Abdara Adama, Darfur genocide.
Gurdik Safet, Bosnian genocide.
Chao Kirk, Cambodian genocide.
Barsek Zordinian, Armenian genocide.
Bia Tents, Sand Creek massacre of Native America.
Rolando Elias Adem, Argentina Dirty War.
Cast Ya, Reen Bear, Sand Creek massacre of Native Americans.
Tal al-Fadel, Syrian war.
Ar Javor, Kosovo war.
Al-Marina, Kosovo war.
Gassana Bebe, genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Al-Mazreku, Kosovo war.
Kakua Joseph, genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Rujangwe Vian, genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
River Grimbra, the Holocaust.
Ali Kuchi, Kosovo war.
Mahashenev Red Arm, Sand Creek massacre of Native Americans.
Bak Fan, Cambodian genocide.
Bor Aru Barrage, South Sudan civil war.
Nelson Alberto Agori, Argentina Dirty War.
Chiheng Thai, Cambodian genocide.
Enrique Jorge Aguirre, Argentina territory.
Aisha Mohammed, Darfur genocide.
Urtix Zikret, Bosnian genocide.
Gakwaya Celestine, genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Hima Fima, Cambodian genocide.
Nidar Muhammad Farez, Syrian war.
Ma Oist, Red Sheep, Sand Creek massacre of Native Americans.
Adao Rowetz, South Sudan civil war.
Urdik Sakib, Bosnian genocide.
Agroni Danas Kosovo war.
Grigor Aharoni, Armenian genocide.
Cassandra Janvier, genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda.
Catholic Bear, Sand Creek massacre of Native Americans.
Osama Mahayoub, Syrian war.
Ahmed Ishq, Darfur genocide. Chik Trahina, Cambodian genocide. Feimush Zaw